Dear student, welcome to the bridge course. This is the second module on a kinetic theory of gases. This one is the second lecture on degrees of freedom and law of equipartition of energy. To understand the law of equipartition of energy, we have to first of all know about the degrees of freedom. So anything is in motion can be described by some variables. That number of variables and independent variables are called as a degree of freedom. Therefore, the definition of degrees of freedom is that the total number of independent variables required to describe completely a state of motion of the body are called as a degree of freedom. For example, the ant is moving along a straight line. Ant is moving along a straight line. Suppose that straight line is a x-axis. Then along a x-axis, ant is moving along a x-axis. Then x is the variable to completely describe the motion of the ant. Therefore, there is only one degree of freedom, that is the x coordinate. But suppose if the ant is moving in a plane, then in a plane we have to require two variables, suppose that is x and y. X and y are the two variables that is required to describe completely the motion of the ant in a plane. Therefore, the two degrees of freedom, that is x and y, are required to describe the motion of the ant in a plane. So in a plane there is two degree of freedom. If you suppose consider a mosquito is flying in a air, then this one is the three-dimensional case, that is three variables x, y and z are required to describe the completely motion of the mosquito. Therefore, the in three dimension there is a three degree of freedom to describe the motion of the ant. Motion of the mosquito. Therefore, these are independent variables. That is, x is doesn't depend on y and it is doesn't depend on z. Therefore, these one are the independent variables and it is completely described. So, are known as degree of freedom. Now, if you consider a rigid body has three degree of freedom, because in rigid body the distance between 2 points doesn't change, and that's why there are total number of degrees of freedom are three translational degrees of freedom and three rotational degrees of freedom. That is, if you consider the rigid body along a x direction, then it is rotated about y direction and z direction. If you consider along y direction, then it is rotated about x direction and z direction. And if you consider it is along z direction, then it is rotated about x and y. Therefore, there are three rotations are possible. Therefore, there are three rotational degrees of freedom and three translational. That is, it is going along x direction, y direction, and z direction. Therefore, 3 and 3, that is equal to 6 degrees of freedom are required in the completely motion of the rigid body. Now, we have to find number of degrees of freedom in a molecules. If you consider a monoatomic molecules, monoatomic molecules means the molecules having only one atom are called as a monoatomic molecules. In a monoatomic molecules, the in a space, monoatomic molecules in a space has three degrees of freedom, because it is only due to the translation of the molecule. So molecules can be translated along x direction, y direction and z direction. Therefore, x, y and z are the three independent coordinates to describe totally the motion of the monoatomic molecule. Therefore, there are 3 degrees of freedom. If you consider the diatomic molecule, in a diatomic molecule is always a dumbbell shape. Therefore, it has 3 degrees of freedom, that is the translational degrees of freedom, and due to the dumbbell shape, it is along a x-axis, then it is rotated about y and z axis. Therefore, there are 2 rotational degrees of freedom and 3 translational degrees of freedom. So overall, there are 5 degrees of freedom for a diatomic molecule. If you consider a triatomic or the polyatomic molecules, in a triatomic molecules, if the molecule is a linear one and if the molecule is non-linear one. If the molecule is non-linear one, in that case there are 3 rotational degrees of freedom and 3 translational degrees of freedom. 3 translational degrees of freedom are same in non-linear and linear molecules, but the 2 rotational degrees of freedom in non-linear molecules, because that non sorry 3 degrees of freedom in a non-linear molecules, because non-linear molecules are rotated about x-axis, y-axis and z-axis also. But if it is linear, means the triatomic molecule or the polyatomic molecule are linear, then there is only 2 rotational degrees of freedom. Therefore, in non-linear molecule, there is a 2 rotational degrees of freedom. Therefore, in a polyatomic molecules, if it is a non-linear one, it have a 6 degree of freedom, and if it is a linear one, it have a 5 degrees of freedom. So this is all about the degrees of freedom. The example of the non-linear molecules are H2S and SO2, and the examples of the linear molecule are CO2 and CH2. Now, the on this basis of the knowledge of degree